What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host with the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to my house for another edition of the house show presented to you by Underground Industries. It's not just me, Patty P, here in the house. All right, I'm joined as always by the founding father himself, representing the hashtag Porch Gang, Mr. KB. What's poppin', dude? How we doing?
What up? What's poppin'?
Not a whole lot. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. The house show is recording. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Bro, I miss Vine every single day. It just, you want to talk about the Wild West. That was Vine. You know, you don't know a good thing till it's gone. God.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all the road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Fuck you, chicken strips.
Fucking chicken strips. God, that was just classic internet.
Yep.
Had a great time. But yeah, good times were had by all during the Vine era and last weekend, because it was Saturday night's main event and AEW Double or Nothing. KB, I preferred one show over the other, and I'll go into more detail about that, along with what I watched in wrestling this week, and wrapping up the show with our predicciones for Clash in Italy this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be 8 o'clock in Italy, but the time difference has 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Western Time. Wow. Wonder what that's like. To wake up, go grab your Dunkin' Iced, and then just sit down and watch a 3-hour show. Well, it's WWE, so it'll be an hour and a half of wrestling, hour and a half of commercials, and then go up and be like, oh shit, it's only 2:30, 3 o'clock. I got the whole day ahead of me. West Coast don't realize how good they have it sometimes. You could disagree with me.
Mountain Time is the perfect time slot.
Is that Mountain Time is Colorado, correct?
Colorado, Utah.
But Utah doesn't make anything of it, dude. They go to bed so early. They shut down the city at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's prime time. But that's not my city. That's not my
it's like
city.
Colorado, Utah, parts of Nevada. Like that whole area.
Oh, right. Like, so I'm assuming not Vegas then.
No, I think Vegas is West Coast.
Technically West Coast? Okay.
What region?
We got Clash in Italy this Sunday. And actually, I forgot to mention this, KB. We have an even bigger match.
Okay, I got him here, Piz. I stand corrected. It's Colorado, Montana, New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, and Arizona.
Oh, yeah, because Sarah is...
But Arizona observes Mountain Standard Time year-round because they don't do Daylight Savings Time.
They don't.
Except
Crazy.
For the Navajo Nation.
That's awesome.
You're dropping facts for the beeps.
Dude, put that one in the fridge.
I'll do that when Daylight Savings Time ends.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Most, horrendous time of the year.
Oh, no, it sucks. It does. Is that a fucking moth? But anyways, we have Clash in Italy this weekend, as I mentioned on Sunday. KB, we have a more important match happening on Saturday night. And it is it is between the El Grande Americanos. Mask versus mask. Whoever loses is getting their mask ripped off. All right. And this has been probably my favorite feud all year. It started out as a joke, as we know, with Chad Gable's version, the OG Americano.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kaiser takes
Jose?
it to new heights. No, Ludwig, German. A German is masking as an American, masking as a Mexican luchador.
Da.
You want to talk about layers to a character, man? There it is. It's like a fucking lasagna. Anyways,
Ogres have layers.
Oh.
Wrestling has layers.
has layers.
Luchadors have layers.
Have layers. Luchadors tiene layers. So he took it to new heights, and then obviously OG El Grande comes back and is saying, "I'm the real El Grande Americano." Well, the real El Grande Americano, please stand up. Well, the real El Grande Americano. I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Who you calling?
I'm El Grande Americano. No, I'm El Grande Americano.
What if one of them really did have a pinhead when they took the mask off?
We might, I mean, dude, one of them might have a pin in their head on Saturday. That thing is going to it better get hardcore and violent. The way they've been building this up has been phenomenal. Attacking each other. The angle where Gable gets El Grande Americano's love interest, the sideline reporter, gets her thrown out of AAA kayfabe, and then shows up this week wearing her on his shirt. And the rule is, the contract states that they could not touch each other before. No touching before the match on Saturday. That was broken last week when he showed up wearing the shirt of El Grande Americano's lover. And the two of them, the way they did it was so well done, where they both attacked each other at the same time. So you can't just have one of them rip off the mask and cancel the match. It was great. That match itself is probably the most anticipated match of the year so far. And it's free on YouTube. Although it's going to be a late one, you know, it's going to be an 11. No, because Triple A is only an hour. Mm-hmm. These shows are only an hour long. It's taking it. KB AAA is climbing the ranks of must-watch wrestling show weekly. Easily.
Where does that ranking system fall for you? Where is that now? The must-watch listings.
All right, I'll do that right now. So, number 1, I'm gonna have to keep with NXT. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's strictly because they got pillaged of talent. Blake Monroe, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, all going Obafemi, going up. Obafemi, all going up to the main roster. And it's like, all right, who are your stars? Tony D'Angelo is your champion. You know, at least you have the women's division to back you up. They're the deepest in all of wrestling. But your men's division's kind of slacking. You need some stars. Tony D'Angelo is your champion. Well, you bring in Mason Rook. Cam Hendricks, Maxine Dupree's husband, isn't too bad himself. The Vanity Project is pulling their weights in the tag division, making the NXT tag team titles relevant. And these are all wrestlers under the age of 25, a majority of them. They're wicked young. So, like, with that in mind, and it's still being WWE, like, it is the number 1 must watch. Number 2 is Dynamite right now. Okay. AEW is flying on all cylinders and just operating on a different level. All right. Every week has been must watch from start to finish. Mm-hmm. Okay. And after AEW Double or Nothing, it's even more so because of because of what's going on. The AEW Double or Nothing was so good in their matches. I added 2 matches to my list of favorite match of 2026. One being Okada versus Takeshita for the International Championship. Unbelievable. If you like strong style, you'll love this match. The story they told, too, that's been building for a while now. Who's really the golden child of the Don Callis family? We went through the list. It's more than cheaper by the dozen.
Mm-hmm.
That match was great. Even the swerve at the end with Kyle Fletcher turning on Okada, and then Stadium Stampede I added to. If you want carnage, like KB, this would be a perfect match for you to watch because it was a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of sports entertainment, and then half a cup of Jackass. So I mean that's basic, dude. The shit that was happening, fucking crazy. So I would 100% check that out if I were you. That was awesome. That match, I added that. MJF Darby Allin didn't make it to my favorite matches of the year list, but it was very good. All right, so those are last 3 matches. The women's Fatal 4 was really good, and it set up Sheeta versus Stat tonight as we're recording on Wednesday in a Philly street fight. I have a feeling that feud is going to go a little longer than just tonight. It's been building, and why not? So yeah, and that's that alone. That's on weekly television. You have all those stories weekly to be told, and the matches that they're putting on are 5-star quality compared to WWE weekly television. It's not as predictable. All right. It's not as cookie cutter. All right. It doesn't feel like they're trying to just hit spots so they can get to commercial break and hit their times. It actually captures your attention. So I love that. And then 3, I would go AAA because it's an hour long. You're going to get, indie AEW style match, but it's Lucha Libre. So high flying. And the characters on there are awesome. Mr. Iguana, La Parka, who's been around forever, now adapting some Michael Jackson Thriller type gimmick. It's awesome. Those are the top 3 I would say must watch weekly. And then I'll give an honorable mention to Beyond Wrestling. I watch their stuff here and there, the highlights. The talent that comes through there, at least in the New England region, is awesome. Ben Bishop, he was mentioned on the Cody Rhodes podcast recently. Our guy, BRG, the Victorious One, he shows up there weekly, and a bunch of others. So go check them out. They're awesome. All right, that's my must-watch wrestling shows weekly for sure.
There we go.
Ooh, that was a long win there. Long-winded. Yeah. That's
must-see TV.
It is must-see TV, which brings us to our opening segment of the week, KB. In the meantime, before we get to our opening segment, if you have a wrestling show that you believe is superior and believe that I should be watching weekly, go to speakpipe.com/official house show to let me know what that show is and why I should be watching it and adding it to the docket of wrestling that I have watched. Speakpipe.com/official house show. Hey, listen, maybe you can't watch me every week on YouTube, which if you can, subscribe, bell notification, hit that right now. Just listen to us on all your podcast applications, Spotify, Apple, and leave your question there in the comments and reviews. Leave your questions and comments. We will get to them. We will see them, and you'll be shouted out on the show. Now, KB, I want the peeps to tell me what they've been watching. All right, because I want to ask the question that everyone should be asking themselves. Have you watched your wrestling this week? All right, I'll start with you because, guess in the house. Go first. Did you see anything this week? Even on Twitter. What did you see on Twitter?
Did not
Anything?
see all that much. You sent me some things, though, that we were talking about before. we started recording with some alleged lawsuit things there.
Yeah, no, Vince is still in the news of WWE, which I don't really know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Because, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But if I watch my wrestling, of course I watch my wrestling this week, KB. I started with Raw. Raw was pretty good. All right. The bullet points to take away. Seth and Montez Ford are teaming up because Austin Theory took out Angelo Dawkins, Tez's tag team partner. Why he took out Angelo Dawkins was because he is a contributing factor to why Logan Paul tore his tricep. All right, so he's attacking anybody involved in taking Logan Paul out. He started the show, or started his rampage, by taking out Joe Hendry mid-concert. Ridiculous. Takes him out and then took out Dawkins on the after Montez and Seth had their match. And Samoans are fighting. Samoans are beefing. All right. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu officially signed their contract for Tribal Combat on Sunday in Italy. And yeah, Javon Evans put on a show. So that was Raw. NXT, I could go on and on. But the point is, the takeaways from that, Lola Vice is still NXT champion. Mason Rook is going to get his opportunity at the title. And I had like three thoughts hit me at once. Kendall Gray remains in a shining star in future, but it's Ren Sinclair, her BFF tag partner. That's someone that everyone should be watching out for in the next few years. She's so good. Not just in the ring. I mean, not just her like social media and all that. That's what everyone known for and what she has most up there. But her in ring, her and Kalani Jordan put on a two commercial break TV match, which they got time, and it was great. The storytelling in that is Ren's coming back from her knee injury. Kalani injures it yet again and does damage to it, and that's her Achilles heel throughout the entire match. It was great. It's fantastic. Dynamite's in progress, so I'm not really going to touch upon that. All I have seen, or I see right now, is MJF is going to celebrate his AEW championship win, becoming a 3-time champion before turning the age of 30. I think there's like 8 or 9 guys that have done that all time. So hell of an accomplishment for MJF. As he comes out on a throne, I would love to be carried out. Imagine being carried to work on a throne. Wrestlers just wild. Just imagine me showing up to the fish pier on a throne.
That'd be insane.
Bring me my fish.
Hear ye. What are you, King Triton?
King Trout.
Same from The Little Mermaid. You're just Ariel's dad.
Basically.
King Neptune over here.
King Neptune, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not bald, asshole. No.
Bald.
But Double or Nothing was great. I'll touch upon that a little bit in a second, because the 2 shows I did watch, Saturday night's main event and Double or Nothing, we're gonna have a whole topic about that, KB. All right. But I did go to an indie show with my cousin on Friday. I took a Pitts family member to a wrestling show, and it went pretty well.
I saw you were there.
Dude was having the time of his life. It was awesome. Saw Brett. He did double duty. He wrestled and was a special guest referee all in the first half of the show. Electric. I watched DJ Powers. Great heel coming up. He's such an asshole, but he's good. He's good. Such a prick, but he's good. He's good. He snuck away with a win in his championship match. And then my dude, Anthony Green, the best thing in wrestling, and Channing Thomas, Starstruck, took on another favorite tag team of mine, Waves and Curls, in a Brockton Street fight where they fought in front of us. They literally fought in front of us, where there was a kid sitting next to me. AG grabs the kid and used him as a battering ram on one of the dudes in Waves and Curls.
Jesus.
It was awesome. It was, oh my gosh. You don't get that shit anywhere else. It was great. And then they won. So I went home happy. And then I saw Brett. Obviously said that. What else happened at that show? Oh, Livia. So Livia's an upcoming woman wrestler who was part of Bailey in WWE's Lodestone girls wrestling camp retreat. I don't know what the specific word is for it, but she runs a camp. Usually held two of them, and she's been part of it. She was just recently signed by NWA. They have their own. It's actually, you know who runs NWA? Billy Corrigan.
Billy Corrigan. Why do I know that name?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore about him in wrestling. He owned TNA for a little bit when it was Impact. So there's a little lore for you to doom scroll about while you're trying to drift off to sleep. So yeah, he runs that, is keeping it, alive because it's been around forever since the Von Erichs days. And she was just signed to them. They are on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it was cool to see a signed wrestler to a company.
Yeah.
And then, it was awesome to see her. So that was the Indies. Here's the thing. I watched 2 other shows this week, KB. All right. And those 2 shows were AEW Double or Nothing and Saturday Night's Main Event. I stayed up fully for Saturday Night's Main Event. All right. I'll be fully transparent in this. That I was up, watched the whole thing, and was severely disappointed. Okay. I didn't do well in my predictions. The Vision came away retaining their championships.
Yawn.
Which that really grinded my gears, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, that grinded my gears. Ethan Page did not win the Intercontinental Championship, which was fine. I can live with that because it was a banger match and like Penta beat him. Everybody loves Penta, so I complained about that. And Sol Ruka won, but by disqualification after Becky Lynch pulled Jessica Carr in front of her so that she could take the Soul Snatcher instead of Becky, causing a disqualification and then setting up their Clash in Italy match. So that really pissed me off because I wanted to see them go a little bit longer. I mean, I could have predicted this, but also just like, it just felt so forced. It had a different feel to it. It felt like I was watching, it didn't feel like I was watching wrestling.
Right.
And to segue into the other show that I watched, Double or Nothing, that was a fantastic wrestling show. Every match was awesome. Ospreay versus Samoa Joe was great. I already mentioned 2 of the matches made my the top matches of 2026 list for their own reasons. And it was there were a lot of matches, but it was good wrestling. And the stories were not so grand, and it felt like, they had to say it was good. So, I really enjoyed AEW way more than Saturday Night's Main Event. And it made me want to tune in weekly for appointment viewing for AEW. More so WWE. WWE feels like it's something that if you have plans outside of your house, you can go do those and then come home and watch it. There's no urgency or feeling of urgency. The only feeling of urgency that WWE has right now is in their non-main roster products. It's and don't get me wrong, it's still good. It's still better than the tail end of what we were watching with Vince. VKM. But it just isn't hitting like it was. And you can tell that TKO has a little bit of their hand in the mix, and it sucks. It really does. Once you know the WWE formula, the surprises are predictions in my eyes. They're not really surprises. It's something you can easily predict and then think about and fantasy book about what's coming in the future. Where AEW, the talent is so good and they're utilizing their big stars in big moments. Like Kevin Knight ended the show by turning on Darby Allin. The spotlight wasn't on MJF, totally on him at the end of the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Kevin Knight turning on Darby Allin. That's something that you don't see a guy in his role, we'll say like an Intercontinental Champion, ending one of your biggest shows of the year. Like, it's fresh, it's new. It's like, I genuinely thought there was a chance that MJF could have lost his hair. I had the worst pit in my stomach going into the show, and even in my predictions, that the Vision would walk away as champions, because that's what WWE does. And it's such a different product, and I can see why. There has to be an alternative, And I'm rambling here, but yeah, it really irked me this whole weekend. I watched Saturday's main event, and I just felt like it left me wanting more, and not in a good way. AEW left me wanting more and craving it.
Mm-hmm.
WWE left me wanting more and starving. Like, that's it. That's all you can give me.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be the fact that you make Saturday night's main event a PLE, technically, and put it a week before another big PLE. You're not going to have Cody Rhodes on this card. You're not going to have Roman Reigns on Saturday night's main event. Your main event was the Vision. Logan Paul was your main event. I don't want to see that. And it was on Peacock. It wasn't even on ESPN. It didn't have that big feel to it like it should. I understand it's not a Clash. It's not a Survivor Series. It's not a Money in the Bank. I get it. But you got to make it feel important. And it just did not feel like an important show after watching it.
Speaking of wrestling, I did see two things that I totally forgot. One is very fun.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of WWE, did you see Chance, the Vegas Golden Knights mascot, is reaching out to Danhausen to come to a Stanley Cup final game in Vegas?
Oh.
Chance tweeted about 3 hours ago, 5:56 p.m. here on Wednesday. Hey, at Danhausen AD, I paid human monies for this T-shirt. You should come to a Stanley Cup final game in Vegas. It's very nice, very evil here. Just ask your friend Pepsi Phil, and it's him and CM Punk together at a Vegas Golden
That's
Knights
awesome, dude. You got to give Danhausen human monies, and then he will uncurse your team or put a curse on anyone you ask by buying the shirt, buying the merch. De facto, you're giving him human money. It's brilliant.
I saw a thing today that I think we got a petition. We got a petition for this to happen.
Okay.
Pitts, are you familiar with the name Joe Gacy?
I love Joe Gacy. Love is blind. He was in Schism.
He tweeted this morning, started getting offers trying to find the right platform for my first year interview. Any suggestions?
Oh, Joe Gacy. Right here. I'd love to talk to you.
Make your pitch. This will be the clip. Make your pitch to Joe Gacy.
Okay. All right. Am I ready? Good. All right. Joe, Patty Pitts from the house show. You're petitioning to want to be interviewed by a show. I think your first interview should be in the house. It's comfy here. Vibes. I loved you in Schism. I would love to hear about that. And I want to hear about your journey on the indies. Your journey on the indies before going to WWE. I'm a big fan of the indies now. I love watching that content. I want to see you on the indies. So let's make it happen. Come on the house show. Just sit a while. Talk to me. How was that? How'd that go?
I dig it. That's the clip.
Okay. Cool. One take. I love
Bang.
it. I love it. Yeah, I love Joe Gacy, dude. He was awesome in Schism, and he's someone that is like a dark character he does it very well. His feud with Dijak in NXT, one of the more underrated feuds during that time, and they worked really well together. So I'd like to ask him about that too, because Dijak's one of my favorite guys on the indies right now.
I dig that.
That's cool. That's cool. You saw Joe Gacy. Something about him.
It popped up when I got like how like Twitter sometimes sends you like this person tweeted this as like, and it's like a suggested thing that popped up as a suggested thing on the pod account.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I was like, let me respond.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I love to have Joe Gacy. He was in the Wyatt. It's poor. It's a tough situation that the Wyatt Six got released because he was doing a really good job there, and I just wish that WWE knew how to book darker characters better. The Undertaker did well because it was a character, but this era just does not know how to book darker, sinister characters and wrestlers.
Like I said, it's post Endgame.
It really is post Endgame, dude. It really is. I have to continue to watch it. Like I feel like I'm. Like sometimes it really does feel like the Eternals, because it's just never ending. It just doesn't end.
It feels very Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania to me.
Dude, you want to like. I actually enjoyed that movie. I don't know if that's because I truly enjoyed that movie or I just really like Paul Rudd.
I think that's more so because I don't think Paul Rudd was bad in that movie. The movie itself was just bad.
Yeah. Okay, I can get behind that.
Like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man is one of the best castings we've ever gotten for a singular superhero.
100%.
Like it's Robert Downey Jr. It's
Chris Evans.
It's Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther.
Oh, dude. You can't even replace him.
It's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yep. Would
Chris
you say
Hemsworth as Thor?
Are we strictly Marvel castings?
No, I think.
So I was going to say Anakin in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Christensen. That's like perfect.
Which was polarizing at first, like way back in the day, because those movies were polarizing for.
That's people. Dude. Yeah. I loved episode 1. I don't know. Darth Maul fucking rules.
Dude, Darth Maul. Have you watched there's a new animated Star Wars show?
Oh, is it on Amazon?
No, it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
It's called Maul Shadow Lord.
Okay.
I have to watch it, but dude, let me tell you, for you as somebody who's not like the biggest into Star Wars guy, but if you want to get into Star Wars, watch the animated stuff. As crazy as that sounds, because you've seen all the Star Wars movies, obviously.
All 6.
So you haven't seen the sequels.
Oh, I've seen 7.
Okay.
I don't know why I saw it. Was it Force Awakens in 7?
Yes.
Okay. Saw that one.
Finish those out just so you can say you've watched all of them. But it's not like pressing. But since you've seen the prequels in the original trilogy, watch the Clone Wars animated series. All the episodes are like 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
There's 7 seasons of the original run.
Okay. What?
And
Disney Plus?
Peak. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It originally, you'll probably remember the artwork once I say this. It used to be on Cartoon Network back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a Toonami, but also like Saturday morning cartoon type show.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It gives off Saturday morning
Yeah,
cartoon.
dude, it is peak Star Wars.
All right,
Like
man.
some of the best, like for an animated show too, it is some of the best storytelling and writing I've ever watched in a television show. And there's a new animated show. I still have to watch it, but it's all Darth Maul.
Oh, dude. I wish we got more Darth Maul. One of the coolest
He's
villains.
the man.
One of the coolest villains. The double lightsaber.
The double lightsaber. He's the coolest. Yeah, in that show, Darth Maul has a brother,
Of course.
Savage Opress.
That sounds like some sort of coffee technique. Like, that sounds like a way
He
to
might
drink
be
your coffee.
Savage, but he's a real savage.
He's a savage out there. On Tatooine.
Yeah, give that a go. It's Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
I'll give that a watch. In the bedroom of the house. Give that when I go up to the master.
Wishes they could craft a character like Darth Maul.
I mean, have you ever seen the Boogeyman? He's coming to get you. Yeah, they had Boogeyman masks on WWE Shop you could buy. I remember I bought one for Halloween. It was awesome.
That's incredible.
Good times, good times. It's just time. Oh, little segue here. WWE Shop. Help support the house show by clicking the link in the description below using our affiliate link to get your favorite superstars merchandise on the WWE Shop. Did you see that they got lucha masks now from Triple A?
Hell yeah.
They got La Parka, which I've said this. I'm waiting till we make it real big where I can obviously collect titles, but I want to collect some lucha masks. They're so cool. I want to have my own, really, because I would love to at least one time wear a lucha mask for a day, see what it's like.
I hate this and you'll hate this, but it's good crossover. They've got Danhausen Knicks shirts.
Yeah, I know. No, it's great. It is. Maybe we can get it to our Stevie boy. He can wear it.
He's so ridiculous right now.
Danhausen?
No, Stevie.
Oh, fuck, dude. I can't. At least talking to Luke, my other friend who's a Knicks fan, he's level-headed. And you're happy for him in a way. I'm not happy
for
Steve.
any of those cretins.
You're not happy for any sports fan except
Can I say something without getting canceled?
Potentially.
I think the Knicks fans that go out and celebrate the way that they do. No, this one's a little bit different because you're obviously going to the NBA Finals. I think they're cornballs.
KB, what else do they have? Tell me one New York sports team that has given them hope.
Well, if they were fans of culture, they would know that they won a championship most recently in lacrosse back-to-back with the New York Atlas and the New York Charging winning the PLL championship in 2025 and the WLL championship series title in 2026. I digress. They're not fans of culture, and that's why they're cornballs.
But yeah, I got to give it to them in this way because Danhausen's involved.
Thunder
that's why.
Or the Spurs to just absolutely railroad them.
No, watch. Wemby is gonna fade. It's the Spurs are gonna win, and Danhausen's gonna curse the Spurs, and all of a sudden Wemby just forgets how to play basketball. He gets the Monstars come in.
I trust the aliens.
You trust the aliens to
not be affected by a
Danhausen
mortal curse.
I don't know if he's very evil, very nice. All right, I don't know what these, whatever. But anyways, I have a feeling that we're going to see some sort of nonsense like that where Danhausen will curse whatever team the Knicks play, and then boom, because they are on a historic run right now. What is it, 9-0
Something
since Danhausen uncursed them?
Something so stupid.
It's not. I'm like, it's 9-0 since Danhausen uncursed them. Wrestling is real, Kyle. Wrestling is real. All right, and Danhausen just proved it. What a time. What a time to be a wrestling fan.
It had to be the Knicks. It had to be that loser fan base. That's the thing, too, that makes me call them cornballs, Patty Pits. That franchise, you would think they're like perennial contenders of like winning all the time.
Okay.
Can I put something in perspective for you?
Okay, try.
The Philadelphia 76ers have won a championship more recently than the New York Knicks.
Is that real?
The Philadelphia 76ers have won a championship more recently than the New York Knicks. And not just by a little bit. The Sixers won a title a whole decade more recent than the New York Knicks.
What the fuck? 1964, 1973?
1973 was the last time the Knicks won a championship.
Oh, and the Sixers won in
83?
Okay. What,
you would think the Knicks are all out here like perennial contenders going to the finals every year. No. You're a bunch of cotton-headed ninny muggins. Lint lickers.
Lit liquor.
They're just the worst. The worst.
I mean, I equivocate them to like Yankee fans. You know, I hate Yankee fans.
See, Knicks fans are like Mets fans to me.
Oh, I feel bad for Mets fans. You kidding me?
I don't.
Oh, well, you don't, because that's your rival.
Absolute shite bags.
Oh, I
love the Frank the Tank meltdowns. I love it all. It makes me more powerful.
Because the Phillies have won a World Series
more recently than the New York Mets.
More recently than New York Mets. So
we've been to a World Series more recently than the New York Mets.
Still, you have. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Red Sox have won one more recently than both y'all, so
fair.
There we go. Oh, let's get back on track with some wrestling and predictions, KB, because I want to talk about Clash in Italy. And you know what you can do before I talk about my predictions? Give me your predictions. Speakpipe.com/official house show to let me know who you think is going to win at Clash in Italy. Are we going to see a new champion crowned? Either Gunther or Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu wins. Is Roman Reigns going to acknowledge him as the head of the table? Or are we going to see Roman Reigns retain and have Jacob acknowledge him? Sol Ruka, is she going to become Intercontinental Champion? Let me know. Speakpipe.com/official house show. Give me your thoughts and I will give you mine. All right, this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got Clash in Italy, WWE PLE airing on ESPN. Or if you got a VPN, KB, want to hit us with that ad read about our affiliate NordVPN.
Yeah, NordVPN, guys, it protects your internet, makes it military grade secure, but it also allows you to switch your VPN around and change your location so you can watch. I want to do that. I want to get a little fancy here, Patty Pits.
Okay, all right.
I want to get a little fancy here.
Oh, you can get fancy. High class.
Are we ready for this?
Oh,
We're going to go here. I want to pronounce this right.
Okay, let's pronounce it correctly.
You can switch up your location on NordVPN for your internet access with it being absolutely secure, so you can watch the Centro in Italia aka
Oh,
Clash in Italy.
I like that. Okay.
And
All
change
right.
it to the Italian broadcast. Have a little highbrow class and watch it in its country of origin. Plus, you can just switch out. You can watch Netflix in Spain. You can watch Paramount Plus in Germany. You can switch it up so you can access catalogs and libraries of streaming platforms that have movies, shows, and other things that you don't have here in the US. And if you use our link in the description to get started with NordVPN, NordVPN then knows you're coming from us, which helps the show, and you can get started for as little as just $3 a month. That is an absolute steal in this economy. So use our link in the description, get started with NordVPN for at minimum $3 a month, and make sure you're checking out every possible avenue with streaming services for WWE, AEW, and more, especially the Centro in Italia with our friends at NordVPN.
I like the Centro in Italia.
Had to switch it up.
I love that.
The boys allegedly going to Italy next year. Like, I got to be ready.
You got to brush up on your Italian.
Boy, do I. 4 years in high school, and then you lose it so quick.
Yeah, see, I don't have that problem because I've been speaking Spanish all through high school, in college, in the kitchen. It's all I do. Bilingual pits, baby. All right, so let's get to our predictions for Centro in Italia.
Centro in Italia.
Centro in Italia. Predictions. All right, KB. We got a great show stacked ahead. All right. Please, WWE, make me
mess this up.
Don't mess it up. Make me have a better response than I did for Saturday night's main event. All right, because that was bad. All right, that just sucked. We have a good card though. All right, so I will say the card is a lot beefier. All right, we got some studs.
The beef?
Where's the beef, ma'am? Starting off with you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Obafemi taking on Brock Lesnar in Oba versus Brock 2. Brock Lesnar came out of retirement.
I was just about to say, when did this happen?
Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, Brock Lesnar attacked Obafemi 2 weeks ago on Raw and came back. Yeah, he unretired. And then this week, they showed a video package of him saying that he embarrassed him at WrestleMania, so he came back to get his. Yeah, that's what's going on. Brock Lesnar's back.
What is he?
Retirements don't mean anything.
Brett Favre?
Dude, he really did pull up Brett Favre. He really fucking did.
Jeez, Lou.
I got him. You know what? Because you said that, I'm predicting him. I got Brock in this one. It's setting up for Brock Oba SummerSlam. That's what this match is about. Oba got the first win. He pinned Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wants to get his lick back. And he's going to slap Oba around a little bit, hit him with some more F5s, take him to Suplex City. I'm going to get a counter. I want to count, KB. Let's get house show stats and info. I'm predicting 7 German suplexes. All right, so let's get bets here.
German suplex in Italy.
There's a suplex. I know. No, yeah, it's from a different country. So we'll go German suplexes. I'm taking the over at 7, so we'll do 6.5 in that. 6.5. I got over. All right. And then, so that's how that match is going to go. It's going to be just suplex, F5. You may see a fall from grace, thinking Oba's going to win. No. Brock's going to kick out, and then we're going to see 2 more F5s. So, F5s. I'm going to go with over-under 4.5. 4.5. I'm going to take the under at 4. All right. I'm going to take the under at 4 on that one. And then, that's Brock Oba. Okay, so let me know what your predictions are. How many German suplexes you think he's going to hit him with? Speakpipe.com/official house show. All right, next up, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch defending against Sol Ruca. As I mentioned, Sol Ruca won by disqualification at Saturday night's main event. Really lackluster match. I really was pissed off watching the end of that. I would love to see some sort of shock, and that shock would be Sol Ruca winning. So I got Sol Ruca dethroning Becky Lynch. There's a lot that you can do with them if Becky loses. They could have a potentially a really good feud, and it'd be a great way to get Sol over with the crowd and get her acclimated on the main roster. And everyone loves seeing Becky Lynch right now be in that heel role, that asshole, thinking she's better than anybody. She's not just saying that she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Sports Illustrated saying it, Bleacher Report saying it, even the house show believes so as well. But yeah, I got Sol Ruca in this one. All right. I don't know how many finishes we're going to see, but we'll definitely see Becky get hit with the Soul Snatcher. I will predict that. All right, next up, Women's WWE Championship. Rhea Ripley defending against Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill will have her baddies with her for sure.
For
sure going to have Meechin and BFAB in her corner. It'll be interesting to see if Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss come out and help out Rhea Ripley to even the odds. And I got Rhea in this one, KB. I got Rhea Ripley taking it home. There's no reason for Jade to win right now. I just, she beat her at Rhea won at WrestleMania. The rematches tend to go in the champion's favor. So I got Rhea. I would like to see her. Honestly, I would love to see a feud between Rhea and Julia. Julia was brought up to be this megastar on the main roster and was subjected to being the, holder of Chelsea Green's U.S. title. So, and I like the partnership with Kiana James too. There is something there that you could do them two feuding with Rhea. So I would like to see that after Clash in Italy, which is why I have Rhea as my winner in this match. All right. After that, we have WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes defending his championship against the Ring General, the career killer, Gunther. It was announced, KB, that this match, along with Rhea and Jade, will be aired for free for the first hour on ESPN. In my mind, I'm going back and forth because I have a feeling we're going to see a championship change hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to see both. And I would love to see Jacob Fatu finally get the belt, but as I talked about here on the show, WWE is not about surprises right now. They're all about the viral moment and the long-term story that really just is what's going on. Not much of change, but a lot of the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about the Roman Jacob, but not about Cody Gunther. Gunther needs to win this match. Not just because it's international, but because there needs to be some sort of change on SmackDown. I want to see fresh faces. I want to see new storylines. I want to see new people interact. And Gunther is a vehicle for them to do that. How you can't really lose, in my mind, after retiring John Cena retiring AJ Styles, and Goldberg, anyone could have retired, but those two guys, there's nowhere to go but up.
Mm-hmm.
And if he loses to Cody, it would be way more detrimental than Jacob losing to Roman, in my eyes. To me, there's no point to have moved him to a different show if he doesn't win. So that's how I feel, and that's what I'm going with. Gunther. And the final match, which probably will main event, it is the only, or maybe we'll have one more match announced after this goes live. And if that's the case, speakpipe.com/official house show. Let me know who you think is going to win that match. I got Roman Reigns defeating Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat. I really would love to see Jacob win this match. However, because of the stipulation, because it's Tribal Combat, and Roman Reigns does not seem to be losing that championship anytime soon, I got to go with Roman in this, And I do have a feeling the Usos are going to get involved in this match to some capacity. And Jacob even mentioned it. Roman did not win at Backlash by the code of the bloodline. He had to cheat to win, taking the turnbuckle off. Now the rules are off. All right. There are no rules. So he can do whatever he needs to beat Jacob Fatu. If that means put him through a table, he'll put him through a table. If that means he has to have his cousins come out and hit him with a 1D, so be it. That's what's going to happen. And that just feels like a bloodline ending to me. This feels like a very bloodline ending with Roman Reigns standing tall as your champion.
Boo.
I can't. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not good. I would like to see Jacob Fatu take it into another direction, but
would be cool. Would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool to see Jacob Fatu take the bloodline in another direction.
The obsession with Roman just being
it's the tribal chief character. See, you didn't even sit through Roman during his bad era when he was the big dog. You didn't even sit through that. That was a whole era that I wish I did not. I mean, I did. We lived it. But goddamn, it made me hate Roman so much. To the point where I was in a screaming match with a gaggle of like 10-year-olds. It's fucking incredible.
The Goons.
The Goon Squad cheering for Roman Reigns when he was the big dog. No way. No way. But now I'm cheering for him. He's going to win at Clash in Italy. What is it? Say it again.
Stand by. Where did
the Sofrino. No. Not the Sofrino. That's a type of bread. I think. The
Sontro in Italia.
Sontro in Italia. That's not bad. All right. That's my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are. Speakpipe.com/official house show.
Run down the list again just for good measure.
We got Brock defeating Obafemi. Sol Ruka winning her first title in the main roster, defeating Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley defeating Jade Cargill and the Baddies. Gunther being crowned new WWE Undisputed Champion. And Roman Reigns standing tall in Tribal Combat. It's a good list. What I'm feeling. Yeah. What else do you want to add?
Trying to think if there's anything else that I saw this week.
Yeah, anything that piqued your attention.
Hmm.
Because, like, yeah, I'm always fascinated to hear what your side of it
I've been like so
is the casual.
out of it just because I haven't been
You've been in.
enthralled.
Oh, okay.
Also been very busy, but
Yeah.
like a lot of stuff just hasn't like captivated me per
Okay.
se. So I've kind of just been on the outside of the ring.
You know, I see it. All right. All right. I got KB, I got a secret to tell you. Secret time.
Oh, snap.
I got a secret to tell you.
Secret time.
Secret time. It's time for secret time.
Secret
All right. So here's my secret. Okay. I wish WWE would do some sort of tournament like the Owen Hart, or excuse me, not the Owen Hart, the G1. If you know what the G1 is, you probably don't. Okay, so the Continental Classic, what AEW does. So it's a tournament where they have two round robin groups, a blue division and like the orange. Doesn't matter the colors. Point is, two division, blue and gold. Thank you, blue and gold, and they fight each other. Everyone in that group fights each other. Whatever two wrestlers in that group have the most amount of points, they go into a final four, face each other, face the winner of each division, each color, and then the winner of that is the champion. I feel like that could be done in WWE, and that's what they want to do with the John Cena Classic, but it's going to get ruined. It's going to get real ruined. But they should be doing something like that if they want to do something fun, creative, and new. But I don't think it works on the main roster. It might be an NXT thing, which kind of it excites me because it's my favorite part, programming of WWE. But still, they have the talent on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just what I think.
I could see it. I mean, who doesn't want a little fun to spice some things up?
It's nice. The G1 Continental. I'm more referring to the Continental Classic than the G1, but the Continental Classic is like it. Yeah, it just matches. So if you are mainly WWE fan because you like the theatrics of it and the promos more, then yeah, it's not your thing. But you have to remember this is pro wrestling, and the matches are what keep you, and hook you. There's a lot of talented guys that it just can't be in the title picture for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great way to highlight them. It's a great way to launch them into the title picture in the near future. I don't know. There's something there where you could take something like the Continental Classic and turn it into a nice tournament, nice viewing program, viewing for WWE fans. And like they have, how many avenues do you have now to watch shit? You have YouTube, you have ESPN, you have Netflix. Like you can't tell me that a pro wrestling based match, ESPN's not going to eat up and make some sort of whole tournament content or coverage. Like you do so much with it that they're not utilizing, But yeah, that's my secret. I'm happy to share it with you. Do you guys have a secret? If you have a secret, go to speakpipe.com/Fish Show to tell me your secret. I just told you one, so secret. It's cool. We're even.
But you have to whisper it if it's a secret. You have to
whisper.
it with secret time, and it has to be whispered.
Secret. It's a secret, so you gotta whisper. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. I told my secrets. I gave my thoughts about what I thought about everything. I'm feeling good. KB, do you have anything else to add before we shut the lights off and flip the chairs?
We got a nice interview for Water Dogs Weekly on Underground Sports Philadelphia on Thursday. So by the time you guys are listening to this, it'll be out with Philadelphia Water Dogs attackman Jake Taylor. Very awesome conversation with Jake. Definitely go check that out. Casey and Owen are freshly back from their trip to Canada for the Canadian GP.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
they went up to Montreal. Looked absolutely incredible. Their episode is out now, recapping all of that, plus the Indy 500. We'll have another episode of OTB out this week. I'll be in Baltimore for PLL, and I'm going to the Orioles Blue Jays game, and Patty Pitts, shout out, no free shout outs, but the homies over at Tick Pick did the damn thing. I'm sitting row 1, seat 1, third baseline at Camden Yards.
Hell yeah, dude. That's going to be awesome.
I'm stoked.
I always want to go to Camden.
It is my number 2 favorite stadium behind Citizens Bank Park in all of baseball that I've been to so far.
Okay.
Absolutely love Camden Yards. And Patty Pitts, I'm going to be sending you a food review because it's right up your alley. It's fish adjacent. That's what I do. They've got crab tacos at Camden Yards.
Ooh. Yo, I don't eat crab that much anymore because the first lady isn't a big fan, but I love a good crab cake or anything crab.
It looks like mini crab cakes on the tacos, like smashed down. It's like their version of like a Baltimore birria taco, and I'm so excited.
Oh, and you know how much I love birria tacos.
Oh, brother, let me tell you.
Christ.
Love me some birria tacos.
Oh, yeah, may get some this weekend. Who knows? As we shut off the lights and flip the chairs, KB, we have limitless talent on my screen on Dynamite. Ava Everett on the indie scene, and Allie Ketch as well, taking on KJ. Spoiler alert, they lost. They got their ass kicked. So I think they got their lights knocked out. We're going to knock out the lights here before we go. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the House Show. Make sure you are subscribed and you have bell notifications on YouTube. And if you can't watch on YouTube, don't worry. We are on all podcast apps, Spotify, Apple. Leave that 5-star review and a comment. If you can't get to speakpipe.com or can't understand me, just go to the comment section. Go to the comments and ratings and leave your question there. We'll read it on the show. And then you get a shout out. It's pretty simple like that. Or hit us up on social media, Instagram and TikTok, Official House Show, and on Twitter at Real House Show. We'll get predictions up there, and you can let me know if you agree, disagree, or just think I'm pretty great. All right, so let me know all that. Follow me personally on social media at Patty Pitts, PADDYPITTS. And KB, follow him on Twitter at KBIZZL311 and KBIZLE11 on Instagram.
It's all just KBizzle11, just Twitter. It's a 3 instead of an E because I thought I was cool bringing back my AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, bro.
Username.
Bro, throw what you know. You know. You got it. It's time to wrap it up. Thank you all for tuning in. God bless. Remember that you can do it. All you got to do is try. See you next time.